The Haunted Homework of Hallows Eve. Chapter 1. The Mysterious Assignment. On a crisp October afternoon, Ellie walked home from school, leaves crunching beneath her feet. She was excited about the upcoming Halloween festivities. Costumes, candies, and carved pumpkins were all she could think of. That was, until she reached into her school bag and pulled out a piece of homework she didn't remember receiving. It was an old, tattered sheet with the words Hallows Eve Special Assignment written in a swirling, almost ghostly handwriting. Confused, Ellie showed it to her best friend, Jamie. "I didn't get that," Jamie said, eyes wide. "It looks ancient. Do you think it's some kind of prank?" Ellie wasn't sure. The questions on the sheet weren't like any other homework. "List 5 ways to calm a restless spirit," one question read. Another asked, "What would you offer a ghoul to make it go away?" That night, Ellie sat down to tackle the peculiar assignment, but as midnight approached, the room grew colder, and her pen began to move on its own. Chapter 2. Midnight Whispers in the Study. Ellie watched in astonishment as her pen scribbled answers to the questions, but not in her handwriting. The answers were strange, like offer a ghoul a fresh apple pie or sing a lullaby to the restless spirit. Suddenly, she heard a soft whisper, "Thank you for helping." Ellie jumped up, looking around her dimly lit room. "Who's there?" she asked, trying to sound braver than she felt. A gentle wind blew through the room, and a faint figure appeared, hovering above her desk. It was a ghostly girl, about Ellie's age, with big, curious eyes. "I'm Clara," she said with a shy smile. "I was the one who gave you that homework." Chapter 3. The Bewildering Book of Bewitchments. Ellie blinked a few times, trying to make sense of the situation. "Why did you give me this haunted homework?" she asked cautiously. Clara floated closer, her transparent form shimmering. "I used to be a student just like you, many, many years ago," she began. "I had a special assignment, just like yours, but I never completed it, and because of that I've been trapped in this school realm, unable to move on." Ellie gulped. "So, you need my help to finish it?" Clara nodded. "But it's not just about answering the questions. We need the Bewildering Book of Bewitchments. It's in the old library's restricted section. With it, we can complete the assignment and set me free." Ellie felt a mix of fear and excitement. A real ghostly adventure on Hallows Eve. It was beyond anything she could have imagined. With a determined nod, she said, "All right, Clara, let's find that book and finish your homework." The two set out, not knowing the challenges that awaited them in the dark, echoing corridors of the old library. Chapter 4. Sammy's Suspicious Shadows. Ellie and Clara sneaked into the old library after school hours. The setting sun cast eerie shadows through the tall, dusty windows. The library, with its ancient books and creaky floors, seemed more like a haunted mansion. Suddenly, a shadow darted across the room. Ellie jumped, grabbing Clara's arm, forgetting for a moment that Clara was a ghost. Her hand went right through. "It's just Sammy, the library cat," Clara whispered with a chuckle, pointing to a black cat with bright yellow eyes, now perched on a table, watching them curiously. "But why was his shadow so big?" Ellie wondered. Clara grinned. "Sammy has a mischievous spirit. He loves playing tricks, especially with his shadow. It's one of the library's many mysteries." Ellie smiled, feeling a bit more at ease. With Sammy leading the way, they ventured into the restricted section. Chapter 5. The Ghastly Grammar Ghost. The restricted section was hidden behind a large wooden door, its keyhole shaped like a quill. Clara floated through, but Ellie had to find another way. She remembered a rhyme from the homework. "Words unlock the heart's desire, light the quill with passion's fire." Taking a deep breath, Ellie whispered the rhyme and touched the keyhole. To her surprise, it glowed, and the door creaked open. Inside, the room was darker, the air heavy with secrets of the past. As they searched for the bewildering book of bewitchments, they heard a voice, misplaced modifiers, dangling participles. Who dares enter my domain without proper grammar? A ghostly figure floated down, holding a red pen. It was Mr. Wordsworth, the old grammar teacher who loved correcting students' papers. "Ah, Clara, still haven't learned the difference between its and its?" Clara rolled her eyes playfully. "Mr. Wordsworth, we need the bewildering book. Can you help?" He pondered, then said, "Only if Ellie can pass my grammar challenge." With a gulp, Ellie accepted, answering grammar questions while Clara cheered her on. After what felt like hours, Mr. Wordsworth, satisfied with Ellie's answers, pointed to a dusty book on a high shelf. Chapter 6. Clara's Cryptic Clues. The bewildering book of bewitchments was heavier than it looked. Its pages were filled with ancient spells, enchantments, and stories of spirits and ghouls. Clara seemed to know exactly where to look. "We need to find the freedom spell," she said, flipping through the pages. "It's what will help me finish the assignment and be free." As Ellie read the spell aloud, it mentioned ingredients like moonbeam dust, whispering willow's tear, and laughter from a child's heart. Clara looked thoughtful. "I remember some of these. The moonbeam dust can be found in the attic of the school, and the whispering willow is the old tree behind the playground. But the laughter, that's going to be tricky." Ellie smiled, thinking of her younger brother, Max, who loved tickle fights. "I think I know just the way." Together, the duo set off on their quest, gathering ingredients, facing challenges, and forging an unbreakable bond of friendship. Chapter 7. The Spine-Chilling Schoolhouse Secret. As night deepened, the school took on an eerie atmosphere. Every creak and whisper seemed amplified. Armed with a lantern, Ellie and Clara made their way to the attic. The room was filled with forgotten treasures, old trophies, costumes, and antique furniture. In the far corner, on an ornate mirror, they found a silvery dust that shimmered under the lantern's light. "Moonbeam dust," Clara whispered, collecting it into a small vial. Next, they headed to the playground. The whispering willow stood tall and majestic, its branches swaying gently. Clara approached and whispered something to the tree. A single tear-shaped crystal dropped to the ground. Ellie picked it up, feeling its cool, smooth surface. Chapter 8. A Ghoulish Game of Guesses. The last ingredient was the trickiest. How do you capture the laughter of a child? Ellie thought of her brother, Max, and decided to play a game. They headed to her house, where Max was watching a cartoon. "Want to play a guessing game?" Ellie asked him. Max nodded excitedly. For every correct guess, Ellie would tickle him, resulting in bursts of laughter. Clara, with her ghostly abilities, managed to capture the essence of the laughter in a tiny bottle. With all the ingredients gathered, they returned to the library. But as they were about to perform the spell, they heard a noise. Someone was coming. Chapter 9. Unmasking the Midnight Menace. The library door burst open, and in walked Mrs. Green, the school librarian. But there was something off about her. Her eyes glowed a strange shade of blue, and she moved with an otherworldly grace. "Looking for this," she said, holding up the bewildering book of bewitchments. Ellie and Clara exchanged panicked glances. "Mrs. Green, we need that book to free Clara," Ellie pleaded. Mrs. Green laughed, her voice echoing in the vast room. "I know, dear. I've been watching you two. But did you ever wonder why I'm always at the library, even at night?" Before they could answer, she continued, "I, too, am bound to this place, just like Clara. But unlike her, I've come to enjoy it, and I won't let anyone break the spell." A tense standoff ensued. Clara, showing bravery, stepped forward. "Mrs. Green, we can free both of us, together." A moment of silence followed. Then, with a sigh, Mrs. Green handed over the book. "Very well, but be quick. Chapter 10. Hallows Eve Homework. Hooray! With the ingredients and the book, Ellie and Clara began the spell. The library glowed with an ethereal light. Words from the book floated in the air, and the essence of laughter echoed around them. As the final word was spoken, a rush of wind blew through the library. When it settled, both Clara and Mrs. Green stood there, no longer ghosts, but as real as Ellie. Tears of joy filled Clara's eyes. "Thank you, Ellie," she whispered, hugging her friend. Mrs. Green, now a young woman, looked around in awe. "It's been so long," she murmured. The next day, Ellie walked into school with two new friends by her side. The haunted homework had not only freed two souls, but had also forged friendships that would last a lifetime. And as for the Hallows Eve assignment, Ellie got an A+ for her creative storytelling. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe for more. Thanks a lot, and happy learning, everyone.